Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and are you ready? Because I am. It is the February Free Spirit Bundle Petite reveal, and I am so excited to share it with all of you. I was actually going to wait until next week so that I could film it right before it posts, but I've just been so excited ever since this box got here like a day ago that I wanted to go ahead and film it right now, because this is one of the first times where honestly I have no idea what's in here. Sometimes I have a nice chat with Victoria and she'll give me some hints about what might be inside, and this time around I honestly don't know. Now, if you are unfamiliar with Free Spirit Bundle, it is put together by the amazing Victoria behind Free Spirit Designs. They do amazing boxes, and a little over a year ago she decided to do a secondary tier. So there is Free Spirit Elite, which is $269.99 and is amazing, but now there is one that is a little bit more budget friendly and also just item number friendly for someone like me who lives in a smaller home. It is $139.99 plus $19.99 in shipping, and you get 4 items usually, and now there's no overlap between the 2 subscriptions. So if you're someone who doesn't like to feel the FOMO and you love Victoria's kind of boho eclectic style that really works in any kind of home setting, then you might want to get both. Now, I do of course have a code for you. It's just Hi Noel, and that'll give you a free gift in your first box, and it also helps me continue to bring these boxes to the channel, of course. But the Petite box, you guys, I have some good and some bad news. There's only 6 of them left. There's only 6 slots left for the Petite box. So if you see this video and you're like, oh my gosh, I need that, you need to scoop it up as soon as possible. There are, I still think, a dozen Elite spots left, but you know, you're gonna have to wait to see that. All right, you guys, so it's all sealed up. We're gonna open it up together. I'm gonna try not to make a mess. I think it is really super duper reasonable that she only charges us $19.99 for shipping for the Petite box, because, you know, the boxes will vary in size just depending on what the contents are, but as you all probably know, if you shipped anything for the holiday season, shipping is crazy expensive, so she's definitely subsidizing that shipping for us to make it, again, affordable. And I just love the pieces that I've gotten from this particular subscription. And I love that she has something that is a little bit more affordable, and, like I said, size friendly. The Elite box usually has 4 to 7 items inside of it, and it has a little bit more of that unwrapping experience because the items are individually wrapped. But this is still so beautiful. And you also know that no matter which subscription you go with, you are supporting their Bundle Blessing project, where they sort of honor and gift a family that's going through the struggles of divorce by redoing a room in their home, which it is so important to feel comfortable and sometimes get a refresh of the space that you live in. So I love that aspect of it. She has an amazing Facebook group that I sometimes sneak into when she does some of her sip and shop events, but an amazing Facebook group. She gives you design tips. It is just such a cool subscription company. Now, she also has a featured artist. So this is our featured artist for this season. Again, this is the February box. So these will be shipping right now because you will have it in your hands by February. So on the back of this beautiful art print, and there's usually some information about the artist now on the website. So I like to put it into this beautiful frame. So here is the print from last season, because it's glass on both sides. So I can keep track of all of the important dates that she includes right here. So February 1st, styling your new February bundle items. February 2nd, on her YouTube channel, she's gonna have styling the bundle. There's spring and Easter decorating tips and tricks, a sip and shop, and then of course May 1st is when the next bundle will arrive. So it's always important to have those dates, but look how fun and festive and beautiful that is, and it's kind of springy. I love that. You know, some of us need a little bit of color now that we're in the dreary bit of winter. Okay, guys, look at that. Speaking of color, look at this beautiful dried floral. Look at it. It's like a coral color. It's like almost like a neon. I kind of love it. I think that's awesome. And I've been really loving these taller, like dried florals. So that is a really cool item. I'm guessing there might be something in here that goes with, but we've gotten some really cool vases from this subscription as well. So You heard me, I was scoring this box. Oh, she does a really good job of mixing all of the materials. So we'll get some metal, we'll get some glass, we'll get some wood, we'll get some ceramic. Isn't this cool? Look at that. This is like such a neat thing. So you could definitely put makeup brushes in here. It's like a vase that's sort of set up for you to separate the florals, like a stem separator. Like sometimes you have to buy those little circles or a frog to make the stems sit apart from one another. But this would look so good with a really low arrangement. You could definitely do it with dried florals too. It almost looks like a shell. So I'm getting very much like a tropical island vibe so far. Maybe it's inspired by her winter trip. But yeah, this is kind of cool. And see that speckled glaze? Let me know in the comments below what you would use this for. It's really neat. There are, I think, 9 slots in here, but you don't have to use it for flowers, right? You could use it for all kinds of things. It could be a really cool pencil holder. All right, you guys, I'm gonna put this off to the side. Oh, I think we might, maybe this is like a little extra something. I don't know what this is. It's wrapped up. Oh, this is sweet. This might be like the free gift. It does say hand wash only, but perfect for Valentine's Day or year round. Sweet little wooden heart. Then, this is unusual. I don't think we've had this before. We got a framed print. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these little cardboard corners off. Let me see. Oh, they've got like tabs. They've got all the things. So let me see if I can get these off. Whew. That is tricky. So of course, it actually looks like professionally framed. I'll show you the back. You could, of course, replace the image if you wanted to with your own. I've just been getting a bunch of things framed because we collect a lot of posters and prints from our travels, as well as photographs, but we always like to have them framed because it just makes them a little more elegant. So they do have that sealed back, but you could open it up if you wanted to. But this is kind of like a classic print, like this still life floral. Looks very antique, very vintage. Looks like something you would find in a vintage shop or at an estate sale. It's not, it's a little bit more a vintage than my particular style because, as you know, I like to go very like light and airy, very minimalist and modern. More like Hugo Lig, I still like a little bit of warmth, so I feel like I can make this work in a bigger space. I think it would look really cool leaning up against the wall on the top of one of my bookshelves, actually, because then I can just kind of imagine a bunch of books stacked nearby it with like maybe a little bud vase. That's really fun. All right, so that's something different. We've never gotten anything quite like that from Free Spirit Bundle. And then at the bottom of this, we have this giant box, which you guys are probably getting a little sneak peek of what that is right there on the box, but I'm gonna not look. But you also know that if you've watched my unboxing videos, I tend to open things upside down, even when it says like a big arrow that's like this side up, and I proceed to open it upside down. Upside down. Oh, yep. Well, I had it right side up because it did say exactly what it was on there. So some of you eagle-eyed watchers would have seen it. This is, oh goodness, there's lots, I think there might have been some hardware in there. Can you tell what this is yet? I just got a bunch of fingerprints on it is what I did. Oh goodness. It is a mirrored tray, but it's with that sort of, you guys are you're gonna see my whole setup. This is like this mirrored tray. Let me see if I can do it. Well, now you see my ceiling fan. There we go. There you can see it, which is my white ceiling. So it has that antique finish. That's so cool. So a little bit of like almost distressing, but then it has feet on it. So it's this beautiful mirrored tray that's got this vintage style on it. I can totally see setting something up with like a candle, my lovely, photograph or something, a frame, maybe this little tray that could work as a great ring dish. There, you can see the reflection of my artwork behind me. This is a really cool piece. You could put this on your coffee table. You could even put this on your dining table. You could put this, where else could you put this? On a nice side table. Just adds a touch of elegance, really. I love that. You could put it on your dresser with all of your perfume bottles and fancy things that you have. Oh, you could do all kinds of lovely little vignettes. So what a fun box this time around. You could even, I think this is the right size. So I love this like metal finish. You guys know that's very me. Glass and metal is very me. Oops, lots of reflection there. So you could definitely put this on there. It fits. It's big. This has a big diameter to it. It says that it is 13 3/4. That's how big. So it's bigger than a foot. So if you have anything that's a foot wide or it's circular, you could definitely do that. I mean, this would look really great with a big sort of statement piece vase as well. I don't know, I think it might need a little more height than this unless you were putting that all together with other things. So one of my other beautiful statement piece vases that I've probably gotten from Free Spirit Bundle. But I think this is really cool. Like, so something really tall, then with this sticking out, just kind of mix like modern and vintage together, which Victoria does so well. This is definitely my favorite piece in the Petite this time around. Although so unique. Like, these are items that you're not getting from other boxes. And I do kind of like the vintagey vibe, right? Because you can't, it's hard to like actually get all those pieces from an actual vintage store and pull it off. This is so interesting though, isn't it? It just reminds me of the ocean. It reminds me of something that you would see when you were underwater. And especially with this, that totally reminds me of a really vibrant coral. So I think this would look cool with some like faux succulents, but I really love the idea of sort of a low and wide arrangement here. Maybe like a lot of like succulents or sea colors because it has that sea creature vibe to it. But you guys let me know what you thought about it. Let me know in the comments below how you would style all of this. Let's look again. Let's look again. So first of all, once I put this new art piece into the frame, it's not quite the same, but it's gonna pull the peach from that print. That's gonna be a nice accent. I can totally see putting that in a vase and then putting that on the tray with the cool glass that gave you all the reflections. I'm so sorry, you guys, about the reflections. I knew I needed to open this up. I love the little ball feet. They're so cute. So there's this. I think I like the idea of this looking more like a found object. So instead of actually hanging it on the wall the way I have my other art pieces, I love the idea of it just being like in a corner on a bookshelf or on a tray just as a little accent piece, but it has some really beautiful colors in it. I think those are ranunculus, which is like one of my absolute favorite flowers. And we have the flower fields here in San Diego, so you can get ranunculus, which are a little like peonies. They have that big, like tons of petals, like big solid puff ball at the end. I think those are ranunculi, friends. So can you imagine having this on that tray with an actual bouquet of ranunculus? And they tend to also, ranunculus would also be really great in this vase because they are so top heavy. They tend to kind of curl out to the sides, like you can see in this image. They tend to kind of snake off to the side. So you could kind of create that low and wide arrangement with ranunculi. I'm getting so many ideas as I start to look at things, and I can't wait to see how Victoria styles things. She's probably already like given us some peeks on some of her videos, but I'm guessing this is probably the free gift that you would get using that code of Hi Noel. I'm guessing, or it's just like a little extra. I don't know what my favorite. I think the tray is my favorite. The tray is like most me, and I think the most versatile. This I have to figure out how to do, but I don't have any like low vases like this. And as someone who lives by the ocean and loves the ocean, I do love that sea element to it. And this honestly is kind of growing on me. At first I was like, this is not something that I would necessarily pick out myself, even though like how ornate the frame is. I usually go for like a plain black frame or something, but I like that mixture of texture and style. And also then I love the fact that I realized that those are probably ranunculus. All right, you guys, this is our Free Spirit Bundle Petite for February. There's only 6 of them left. Get your hands on it now and then start styling your home. It's like gonna slide us right into spring, which is gonna be so fun. Let me know how you would use these items. Let me know where you would put these. These are so fun. I might put those in the background just because a pop of color is what this room needs right now. And I will see you all very soon in my next unboxing.